You guys are going to see me saying, go talk to Junior, go talk to Alex, go talk to Tommy, go talk to Kirk, go talk to Junior, go talk to Tommy, go talk to Alex, go talk to Kirk. I cannot keep up with all of you. There's way too many of you. Don't think you're getting blown off. This is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be an org structure. Ultimately, you decide if you're gonna live or not. Am I just gonna get through life or am I gonna live? Because it's a fucking choice. I mean, you literally decide that. And some people decide it when they're 70 and it's too late.
Definition of a champion, no.
You guys are going to see me saying, go talk to Junior, go talk to Alex, go talk to Tommy, go talk to Kirk. I cannot keep up with all of you. There's way too many of you. Don't think you're getting blown off. This is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be an org structure. So you're gonna have, you know, Ben, Sean, Mandy, and then we're gonna be delegating. So he's gonna be working through Zach to get to Collins, Quinn. So this is what Ben is intentionally doing right off the bat. You're gonna see Mandy going to Zach. You're gonna see Sean going to Zach. You're gonna see the same thing now with another whole level, which is gonna be Kirk and Junior and Chad, Alex and Tommy. So what I want you guys to realize is all these fucking people are reporting to me. That is too many people. So ideally you have 2 to 3 direct reports. So what you'll see is Kirk has that one kid that chokes a lot. And then he's got Charles, customer service basically, and I think Brad. You're going to see me not being able to discuss operational tactical stuff with people that aren't directly lined up with me. And that's how it's gonna keep going to the point where I'm gonna try to get Kirk to go to Ben with IT issues, Junior to go to Ben with IT issues, Chad to go to Ben. And then I'll pull myself out of every single topic and I'll just work on marketing, sales, growth, because that's what I love to do. And Mandy is HR, payroll, and Ben is IT, web. Do you have questions on that? In operations is nobody. Operations is this whole team. So what I'm gonna try to do is keep giving you guys the skills to run your own businesses or your own divisions where you don't have somebody telling you, do your stat sheet today. You know, we use the daily huddle just to say, we're all doing our stat sheets, right? Does that make sense? If that doesn't work, I'm going to go back to plan A, which you remember was a COO or a VP of ops. And then he would be in charge of all of these ops people, or she. The other option is you just have a guy like Kirk say, I want to be a superhero. I'll be the boss of all these sons of bitches. Which I look forward to seeing any of you attempt as well, but know that it could cost you your life and your job.
Wait, you say wife or life? Because I might be willing to sign up.
Any questions? That is Delegate or Die.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my friend. He's kind of like my sidekick. His name's Eric. He's kind of a little bitch, but whatever.
So initially I got hired for custom offsets, and I got hired because Sean made a Facebook post and he's looking for a videographer / editor. And at the time, what I was doing, I was basically just going to car meets and filming, like basically just the meet. I didn't really care for like the events or anything. I just wanted to go to make a video that everybody would be like, damn, that's sick. So I would host car meets and you know little Walmart meets, whatever, and people would come. I'd make edits of their car. I used to make little decals. I'd make edits of the decals and like sell them online. So I posted all that work in the comment section or whatever. Then I got hired for custom offsets, and Sean used to run the meetings, and he would basically be like, oh, if you don't like what you're doing, like if you don't like doing this series, speak up and we'll get you on another series. And at the time, I didn't even know what Fitment Inc was. So after like about 2 weeks of working here, like Andrew was he was like the Fitment Inc guy. Like he would just be like, oh yeah, if you guys don't like doing this, tell me and we'll switch. We'll switch you. So basically after like 2 weeks of working here, I kept hearing like Fitment Inc, oh, they're gonna do like a car side of this. So one day during the meeting, I spoke up and I was like, hey, to be honest, I like cars. I don't really have a passion for trucks. And Sean looked at me, he's like, that's okay. We'll move you over to Fitment Inc. Obviously it's not gonna be right away. It was in the middle of winter when I got hired, so they weren't, they weren't making videos, they weren't really doing anything at all. It was kind of just like, they were just trying to establish the brand, like get the logos and getting the Facebook made, getting the YouTube made. So basically Sean told me like a couple months later, I did all the custom offset spotlights and all that. He told me, all right, well, you gotta find someone to hire that's gonna take your spot. So that's when we hired Max, and he took all my work. And then Junior became a leader, so I took all his work, so I took over the builder. And then basically I did the builder for like a month or so, and then Alex Martinez came because we needed a leader. Because Andrew wanted to make all the videos, he wanted to be like, he didn't want to lead it, he wanted to be like the creator. I want to be like a creator, so we needed a leader. So then we hired Alex. So yeah, we hired Alex, and then that's when I went full-time Fitment Inc. Well, now that I transitioned to Fitment Inc, it's kind of like starting over in a way. I remember when I first started at Custom Offsets, like I was doing like a crap ton of videos. And then, we all got our specific like series that we worked on. So I was doing just spotlights. So I would come to work, I knew what I had to do, and I would do it. Now it's like starting over again. It's like, I'm doing spotlights, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's like kind of like it's like overwhelming, but it's fun at the same time, Right. So it's like, it was a good change, I think, because I'm not getting bored of it. And now I get to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's cool.
You like that variety?
Yeah, and I think now that we actually have a team for Fitment Inc, we're gonna skyrocket. Because of the car industry, I think more people like cars than they like trucks. So if Custom Offsets can do it, I don't see why Fitment Inc can't.
Right.
Action.
Fuck me up, bro. And take two. What's going on? My name is Andrew Mann. I am in charge of a lot of the media here at Fitment Inc. So I also run Fitment Inc Television. So if you guys have seen our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Fitment Inc. You see me, I'm the guy on there doing all the videos. So essentially what we do is we find a modified vehicle. We look for any make, any model, and essentially what we're looking for is wheels, tires, and suspension. And our whole goal is to basically show our customer online how that fitment will look on their vehicle. So if you just purchased a brand new 2015 Ford Mustang and you want to figure out what that fitment's going to look like on your car, essentially you can go to our video gallery, you can look at the photos on our website, you have a bunch of different areas of media to kind of make sure that's the fitment that you want to look at. So aside from the vehicle walkarounds on the vehicle, I also do photography and some graphic design work. And these are two things that I've been really passionate about as basically a hobby, and it started off that way where I just kind of tinkered around and would go to car shows, would be the guy that had the camera carrying around and take photos of everybody's car. And I've always tinkered in Photoshop because aside from this job, I DJ on the weekends. So I'm down at D2 in Appleton here, and I've always kind of created my own club flyers and advertisement for that. So once I heard these guys had an opening, I immediately ran over here and found out they were looking to push Fitment Inc, which is the car side. So when I first came on board over here, they had me kind of learning the ropes for what they thought would be adequate to learn as far as videography and editing for the YouTube channel. So I'd always kind of done a lot of just hodgepodge projects on my own, and some of the guys here kind of helped me fine tune basically a template style, if you will, doing matchup videos, which is essentially just looking at the wheel, the tire, and how they fit, and then some of the spotlight videos where we just showcase the vehicle, all the different cool features and modifications of that. So kind of learned on that on the custom offset side, and then the back burner, the whole idea was to get me pushed over to be one of the main guys for Fitment Inc. So I am in that role now. It's super exciting. We have another new guy, Alex, who just joined us, so he's going to be focusing more on sales, marketing, and growth. And then I'm going to be focusing more on more videos, more content, more photos, more graphics, more ads, all that kind of stuff. So it's exciting to be a car enthusiast, and then also the guy that's kind of behind the scenes that's making the videos. You know, I like to go out and meet everybody at the shows. We try to be cool with all the guys, all the local car clubs, anybody we can to essentially help promote the brand and also help with the fitment community, because a lot of people find that you get a new car, you go out, you search hours in the forums, you can't find any information on how the hell you want your wheels to fit. Do they poke? Do they sit in? Do they sit flush? What tires do you want? Are they cheap rims? Are they good rims? So we're trying to compile all that data into our website and into our YouTube channel to make it easy for people to shop. And essentially we want to be the world's biggest online wheel retailer, and we're certainly working at that.
It's been about 4 weeks, and I've really learned a lot about the team itself and how to utilize the strengths and minimize the weaknesses that every single person brings onto this team. And a lot of the individuals that I'm working with now used to work specifically with custom offsets, but they've always shown an interest in cars. And because of their interest in cars, they've always had some pretty amazing ideas to bring on board into Fitment Inc. And they haven't had the opportunity to do that just simply because they've been tied between two different companies. The first few weeks have really been dedicated to listening to my team and trying to figure out what can we do to really push us to become the best wheel fitment company in the United States. And every single day we work towards that. And these are ideas that come from Mario or A-Man. These are all ideas that come from in-house. And so far, just putting them on paper and starting to execute them has been dedicated probably 90% of my time here. The remaining 10% is usually spent just learning the team and seeing how they work together and how they don't work together. But for the most part, it's been really great to have the freedom to control the direction in which way Fitment Inc. is going, as well as include some of the creativity that some of the people wanted to have beforehand but weren't able to do. So now that they essentially have somebody that they can bring the ideas to and execute on those. And if it's not possible, I can go back and explain why. So I'm more of a facilitator, and Sean mentions us as a group of problem solvers, but we're also a team of extremely creative people that have almost more ideas than we know what to do with. And I'm coming in simply to help make those ideas happen. And if I can't, trying to find out a way to make it possible.